stubborn. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 51. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Here's Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
Your trip is
He
here.
was brought down by Blake Martinez. A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 11-yard line.
Lady. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Coleman. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Irvin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty is Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run with Coleman on first down, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Drill right, 22.
Throwing is Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
Red 80.
That's another Lions first down. First and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Lady. But, you got to get the point. Get it on.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hockenson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Switch.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hey, 22. He's coming, double up.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ty Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come on now, let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88. Single.
To throw again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. On first down, it's Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the draw play, Coleman. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. It's a short kick taken at the 15. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. That'll bring up second down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Throwing again. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Set.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Hey, pick your game up. Slam, slam, slam.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Marvin Hall, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater on to add the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. They find some open field here, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
61, matchbox, lights. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Leo! Look at me, zipper! Now!
They will run again with Coleman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll find Hall. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives him a little bit of room to complete it.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Pilot, 64, weak.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Go.
Greer sets to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. On 1st down, it's Jones, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll go again to Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. 1st down, Greer. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on 2nd down, Greer.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Greer now, a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. Greer on 1st down. He finds his man Johnson.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Greer looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Greer in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Back to throw, Greer. James has got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Greer. Little short pass to James. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Ready?
Now it's Greer. And that'll That'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On 4th down, Greer. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch twist.
Now Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
1st down, Green Bay.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. So that'll back them up 5.
We got this.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Lions, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.